Welcome to this week's Indie Artist Music Hustle with Blonde Intelligence. I'm your host, Miss Roni, and I always seek to give you exquisite cranial repertoire. Sean Jay-Z Carter, known for his influential role in the music industry, has faced a series of legal and social challenges that could have significant implications for him. The claim that he and Sean Puffy Combs are merely associates rather than friends seems that Jay-Z's PR team is trying to pull the wool over our eyes. The distinction can impact Jay-Z's reputation, as many fans may perceive a lack of camaraderie among top artists. The lack of camaraderie between top musicians can create a divide among fans who may feel compelled to choose sides. And the example that I'm going to use is with the Kendrick and Drake beef. I feel like a lot of commentators try to remain neutral, but as more and more things went on, I feel like people started choosing sides. So if fans believe that Jay-Z and Puff Daddy are not friends, they might question the authenticity of their music or collaborations. The impact of these perceptions can influence Jay-Z's reputation in the long run. If fans view him as someone who does not foster friendships with fellow artists, it may diminish their respect for him. And I also think the opposite could be true. I think Jay-Z being perceived as friends with Diddy has also seemed to diminish his respect among fans. This could lead to a decrease in support for his work and a negative impact on his brand. Ultimately, the relationship dynamics between prominent figures in the music industry are crucial as they shape how fans perceive not only the artist, but also the music that they create together. This could mean that the two were not really friends, but if I remember right, Tisa Tales reported Puffy was upset that Jay-Z and Beyoncé had not made a public statement to speak up for him. And I feel like now he may know why, because if even being associated with him is going to affect their businesses, they chose to pull away. So I think with him being a business person, he should understand that, because I think both of them did the same thing to R. Kelly. Legally, the lawsuit from Buzbee's law firm against Jay-Z's Roc Nation could lead to financial repercussions if the courts rule against Roc Nation. The lawsuit filed by the Buzbee law firm against Jay-Z's Roc Nation highlights serious legal implications that could affect Jay-Z's financial stability and public image. And I know I keep talking about the money and the public image, but those are the two things that make you your money, and you cannot lose either one of those. If the courts determine that Roc Nation acted improperly, Jay-Z could face hefty fines or restrictions on his business practices. This situation not only threatens his finances, but also poses a risk to his reputation as a successful businessman and artist. In my opinion, I think it was a stupid suggestion from Jay-Z's team to explore criminal charges. And I think that it indicated that they didn't think that the Buzbee law firm would have the cojones to come up against them. But he had already told them in a statement he is still that guy. If the Buzbee law firm has gathered substantial evidence against Roc Nation, and I believe that he has, it raises questions about their motives. Roc Nation's decisions to take such drastic measures may suggest that they are aware of the potential consequences and are trying to mitigate damage to the brand. If the Buzbee law firm is successful, it could lead to significant changes in how Roc Nation operates and how Jay-Z is perceived in the industry. This case serves as a reminder of the complexities involved in legal disputes and the importance of maintaining a good reputation in a business. Socially, these legal issues could alienate Jay-Z from his peers and fans. Jay-Z and Beyoncé are two of the most influential figures in the music industry, and they have encountered significant challenges related to legal issues with their UK-based companies. One major incident involved allegations of contract disputes, where these companies claimed that the artists had not fulfilled their obligations as per their agreement. These disputes can lead to lengthy legal battles, which not only consume valuable time and resources, but can also disrupt the artist's business operations and public image. When contract disputes arise, they can create a complicated situation for Jay-Z and Beyoncé's businesses. For instance, if a company claims that the duo failed to deliver on the contract, it may result in lawsuits that could damage their reputation. This negative publicity can affect their brand partnerships and endorsements, leading to a potential loss of income. And say this, I remember with the Puffy situation and everything that happened. When these allegations came out, he was in the process of having a reality show, and that was scrapped. Stevie J was in the process of having a reality show with Mimi Faust, and it was scrapped. So maintaining a good relationship and good reputation, it does mean a lot, because you want people to give you their money to invest in you, but all of these things are coming out. Like, what type of person are you? Additionally, the stress of legal issues can detract from their focus of creating music, connecting with fans, which is essential for their success. These legal challenges can hinder their ability to enter new markets or collaborate with international artists. If Jay-Z and Beyoncé are embroiled in ongoing legal disputes, potential partners may hesitate to work with them, fearing that the legal issues could impact their own businesses, and this can limit their opportunities for growth and affect their overall influence in the industry. And I think that's what they were worried about with the situation with Puffy. The financial implications of legal disputes can be severe, such as legal fees, potential settlements, and loss of revenue from halted projects can accumulate quickly. And I just said this because looking at the Puffy situation, he has to pay his lawyers. He has paid millions in settlements and lost revenue from halted projects such as that reality show. For high-profile artists like Jay-Z and Beyoncé, such financial strains can affect their ability to invest in new ventures or philanthropic endeavors, which are important aspects of their public personas and legacies. Now I'm going to talk about Jay-Z's statement against the psychic Salome Bella. The mention of psychic Salome Bella as a fake psychic adds an interesting twist to Jay-Z's narrative. In Jay-Z's public statement regarding his legal case, mentioning the psychic Salome Bella as a fake psychic serves multiple purposes. So I'm saying that he has a good PR team, and when you're doing PR, you have to, it could go this way or it could go this way. We're hoping for this. So if you say this, then this should happen. So firstly, by labeling her as a fake, he aims to undermine any credibility associated with her predictions, which can be seen as an attempt to protect his image from superstitions or dubious claims. This move could be a strategic decision to assert his rationality and professionalism, distancing himself from potentially damaging narratives that may arise from taking such claims seriously. Furthermore, by making this declaration, Jay-Z may also be trying to control the narrative around the legal case, ensuring that the focus remains on factual matters rather than sensational stories. However, this could also create a more sensational story that detracts from his credibility, especially when there are several pictures of him and Beyoncé putting up the little hand signals. And I guess you thought it was cute until, hey, when you make those type of deals with, I'm going to say, the spirit world, you need to expect to pay them back. So all these hand signals and everything, and I think I was watching Tisa Tales. It was talking about the public persona. Yeah, he has the image of a black successful businessman, but what about when he was Jigga? What about when he was Hova, or whatever he called himself? So it's like you had different personas, and you can't just hey, I'm older and this is what I am now. Sometimes things that happened in the past come back to bite you in the ass. Tony Buzbee, as a lawyer, holds significant power in this situation. If he is able to effectively present his case against Jay-Z, he could not only win the lawsuit, but could also potentially damage Jay-Z's reputation in the eyes of the public and the industry. This could lead to a loss of endorsements or collaborations, further diminishing Jay-Z's status. And I do remember in Salome Bella's prediction, she said, I can't remember if she said the next 7 years or the next 15 years, but their power as a power couple would start to diminish. And so I don't know if he didn't like that, but for us that can see, we see it starting to happen already. In conclusion, Jay-Z's current predicament showcases the intricate relationship between legal issues and personal reputation. His actions and the outcomes of these lawsuits will undoubtedly shape his future in both the music industry and business. Remember, you can catch Indie Artist Music Hustle on all podcasting platforms, streaming live on social media, and you can find your merch at www.blonde-intelligence.com. And I'll see you next week. Bye.
Hey girl, let me tell you about this podcast.
Girl, everybody has a podcast these days.
But this one interviews new and interesting indie artists. It's called Indie Artist Music Hustle with Blonde Intelligence.
Really? Where can I find it?
It's on all podcasting platforms, streams live on social media, and on rpentradio.com.
What'd you say it was called again?
It's called Indie Artist Music Hustle with Blonde Intelligence.
Girl, I'm gonna have to check her out.
Give it a check, girl.